I'm looking for Lem Karner.
You found him. Good thing, too. Now you can take this off my hands. It's the Barrage Spike. Commander Maydeen sent it over. Your job is to use that to take control of the Barrager. My job is to find it for you.
I guess there's been no word from Dr. Karsiri.
Not a peep. That's why you're dealing with an old tech like me. Takes a lot of power to destroy a fleet. I can trace where it's going and locate the Barrager that way. But the Empire's got power-hungry contraptions all over this battlefield. As long as they're up, I can't get a clear reading. Get me?
Tell me where I need to go.
Empires recall their full forces here. Republic's doing all they can, but you've got a literal army to get through. Watch yourself. Knock out everything the Empire's got running. Hook this power monitor up to their primary sensor grid, and we'll find your weapon.
If the Empire advances, retreat. I'll figure things out.
I was a Flatlands tech in the Battle of Bathawi. This is nothing. As soon as I've got a lock on the barrage's location, I'll calm you. Stay safe out there.
Jedi, you're alive! We've been getting reports of explosions near the holding facility. This line seems secure. First, are all the civilians safe?
We saved the people inside, but Zenith's last communication said he was being overwhelmed.
I was afraid of this. I hope he's saved. Someone's coming.
Should guard your back better, Jedi. You might end up like my people.
You had me worried, Zenith.
Save your worry, I'm still alive.
Balmora will never forget those who died to free her. I swear.
At least the civilians, real Balmorans, are safe. And we got information.
I was in that place, Jedi. If you're looking for President Gultha, I know where they got him.
Is he a captive, or Darth Lacris's accomplice?
I don't know, sir. I just saw him being smuggled in and out of the Balmoran arms factory by the Imperials.
This knowledge could save Balmora.
I hope so. We just want our lives back.
Darth Lacris isn't stupid. She'll guess Gultha's location is out. If I were her, I'd move him right away. If the President vanishes, we'll have a long, slow slog ahead of us. Jedi, I need you to get him out of the factory.
I'm going with you. Darth Lacris has lived too long.
Someone who knows the area would be most welcome.
Need to pinpoint the President's location first. I'll go ahead. Meet me at this position outside.
I can't be signed into power without a committee of Balmora's citizens. Sir, if I find you a refuge, would you help me call them together?
Sure, Mr. Corden. You can count on me.
Be careful in there, both of you. Balmoran Arms is an Imperial stronghold, and Darth Lacris might be expecting you.
Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño, lis di woto. Che chopa kuma ni umpi but malia bedwana ni bobo.
We need your weapons to defeat the Empire.
Piti do tenya go kakajujo, da biska ku paliya. Chaskruni do pat kulira, do kanki kung. Poya tuka changa goptula do bata wana wanki.
That's a big target for civilians to hit.
Patoga wata kiko uba kili wata buki donko. Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki.
What can I do to help?
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Kuchusa yo mata chitoya asubwi mota uipa.
I would be honored to assist you.
Poya tuka changa goptula do bata wana wanki.
Allow us. That's quite enough of that. Clearly you haven't heard of us. Thank you, Jedi. That's quite enough of that. Allow us. That's quite enough of that. heard of us. That's quite enough of that. We are ready when you are, Jedi. For some exercise. Allow us. That's quite enough of that.
Something you want? An autograph? A diagram on a napkin?
That's quite enough of that. Allow us. That's quite enough of that. Did I mention I'm a pacifist? Why use trenches when electrostatic strands work just as well? That's quite enough of that. Now, just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that. Allow us. That's quite enough of that. Clearly you haven't heard of us. Time for some exercise. Clearly you haven't heard of us. That's quite enough of that. Clearly you haven't heard of us.
Good work. Signal's coming in clear as a bell. Most of the power's being drawn to the administrative complex of the Balmoran Arms Factory. The barrager must be there.
An administrative complex doesn't sound so threatening.
Don't be so sure. Probably plenty of security still standing between you and the barrager. I've got Commander Maydeen on hold for you. If we don't meet again, well, for Balmora's sake, I hope we do.
Looks like we were both hard at work. You've got the barrager's location. I've got Dr. Karsiri.
Good thing, too. The barrager lab's been fortified beyond recognition. Freeing the Gorinth Brig prisoners must have put a scare into the Empire. They're driving us hard to finish the weapon. The Empire's made Darth Minax our overseer. She was a slave driver before, but now, any minor setback is grounds for execution.
Sith are deadly and unpredictable. Be cautious.
She's a real live, red-skinned Sith nightmare. Without their research, Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis couldn't have anticipated our progress. There's some vital extra steps to making their hack work.
Sounds like you got something in mind.
Use the barrager spike on the subsystem controllers, then on the main power core. It'll allow full control when you arrive.
No one will forget what you've done for Balmora, Doctor.
I only did what any Balmoran would have done. I'd better get back before Darth Minax comes looking. I hope to meet you in person soon.
This is it. Follow Dr. Karsiri's instructions.
Kuchusa Yomata Chitoya, Nam Kanoya Choski Nawi. Se gota do muti ki hasa da punyo, lis di woto, chonki faguta, chiho poda ji oto vokise.
I am more than impressed, actually.
Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Poya tuka changa goptula do batawana wanki.
I will go with caution.
Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga.
Stay quiet. It's a bad place to be hanging around. Activity spiked inside. Security changes, transport arrangements. Guess Darth Lacris is about to move the president.
Can you keep track of him?
No. We get him now, or not at all. Passwords are all being changed. You'll need me to get to her.
I never get between a man and his obsession. See you at the ship.
Let's go, Jedi.
Alright, folks, it looks like we might be getting our next companion for the Jedi Consular. Like, the fact that we have him here, like, is, you know, makes me think so. Just checking the recording. Yeah, we're about 3 minutes in. I just want to make sure, because I don't want to go over time.
You're okay.
We're almost done with one of the Galactic Season's weekly quests.
Battlefield's the best teacher.
I will say I do like the shift in animation for the critical strike of turbulence after using weakened mind, because like the fact that the blast even looks bigger. Right, so according to this, the gunners are only in this location, so that is weird. But we did see another player in the entryway, so which does suggest that they probably had the same quest. There we go. There's they're just 2 guards and an officer. Guard, 2 guards and an officer. Sorry, 3 guards and an officer. Where's the gunner? 2 gunners.
Battlefield's the best teacher.
that will get us all. I'm only 10 people away from complete recovery. And then we can set Zenith to damage. Spiking Sundari's subsystem control. Those concepts.
Charged and ready. There's the console. To that one later. Not very subtle. Let me. President should be close by. Let's go.
More meddling in my affairs. This is beyond tiresome, Zenith. I decreed that Balmorra would not become a forced labor world, and my reward? Your insolent little rebellion. Now this resistance government. You've given him delusions of grandeur, Jedi. But Balmorra is mine.
The people are with us. The corporations, too. Your occupation is over.
Ah, so you want President Galtha. Useless as ever, though a tad more decorative now. Even Thord he can't help you. Your government is doomed. How sad.
Why couldn't the President help us?
You broke my apprentice just to learn at my feet. I'm touched.
No more talk! She has poisoned Balmorra long enough.
I'm not without mercy. I'll grant you a swift death, rather than make you witness your plans tumbling down.
You're okay.
No, not yet. You don't understand. You've destroyed everything. You've...
Never been happier to outlive someone. One death's too good for her. Troubling, though. What she said before about the president sounded too... honest.
I sensed no deceit when she spoke.
I can get President Goltha back to the safe house, start his thaw. Meet me there. And be quick. Something's not right.
Right, we won't be heading straight back just yet. We still have other things to finish up here. Now again, I do find it fascinating, like, there's a reason why both the Imperial players get to Balmorra before the Republic players. And that is because, again, with the Imperial players, we're putting down rebellions and strengthening an Empire's foothold on Balmorra. So, and we actually help her become the ruler of... So, like, essentially the Republic players, by delaying them arriving on Balmorra, we actually are removing the influence of the Republic.
You need my expertise?
Sorry, of the Imperial players. Again, it's a fun scenario switch.
There must be a weakness. It just isn't your day. That's quite enough of that.
Again, it's also a nice thing because it makes it so that what both factions do actually matter, and it also establishes like both sides are canon.
Allow us. That's quite enough of that.
This getting the bonus should be a lot smoother. Now that we have him set down. There was like an icon that like for turbulence to let us know that it was going to be the automatic critical hit. But again, no, that's turbulence has its own passive for itself. That you know, for the critical hit, as opposed to it doesn't need weaken. Okay, it does, but like, it's not from any boats that we can mine.
Let's settle this.
That is getting granted the critical hits, the fact that, like, oh, you know, this ability naturally has the boost. Which is why we can't really look it up unless you're going to do it, like, I enjoy the occasional double take of forceful action. Like, oh, we're just going to launch 2 strikes at the target this time. Right, we have one more kill to get. So we're actually going to target these guys just down here.
Allow us. That's quite enough of that.
I'm sorry, Darth Minax. I had the codes put in place, but the locks seem to have failed.
Half the Imperial Army, and still the Republic gets inside. Secure the weapon! You found the barrier designers among the rest of the rabble you freed, didn't you? Pathetic, idiotic Republic luck.
You're too blind to realize you've already lost. Balmorra is free.
The Republic's won, have they? Was it at Sobrik? The destroyed Gorinth Brig, perhaps? That festering island you call Bugtown? Balmorra belongs to the Empire. The barrier will only remove all doubt. You were very foolish to come here. Perhaps now you'll understand why.
There
must be a weakness. That's quite enough of that.
Come in, Dr. Karsiri. Is anyone there?
We're here, Commander. Darth Minax and the other Imperials are dead. The Barrager's ready to accept your spike.
Excellent. Use the Barrager spike to get control. I'm sending a recovery crew to take over operations.
To take over? But the Barrager is a threat to Balmorra. It must be destroyed, you know that!
The Empire will never have control of the Barrager again.
The Empire was never the problem. The Barrager itself caused this mess. Destroying a fleet takes every bit of power a planet can give. Solar, geothermal, hydro. If it's part of Balmorra, it's powering the Barrager. It will leave the planet an empty shell with nothing left to defend. The Empire wanted the Barrager so they could hold Balmorra forever. Now I see the Republic does too. Commander Medine lied to us.
Is this true, Commander?
Whatever your assumptions, Doctor, I made it clear that we needed to get control of the Barrager.
You never said the Republic planned to use it!
You really think we'd destroy something that could prevent another Telos, Taris, or Coruscant? Save millions of lives and guarantee a Republic victory? This war is not over. I can feel it. I know the cost is high, but the Barrager could make sure the Republic wins that war. We have to claim it.
We can't sacrifice one planet to save another.
Blast it! Do you realize what you're doing? You've given the Empire a second chance!
barrage's power core is overloading. We have to evacuate.
Fun fact, these war droids are actually built by the Colicoids. Alright, and with that, we have 2 quests to return back. So we have now officially finished. Feeling a bit sluggish. Maybe I'll have a little bit of a wee little snooze.
I've taken care of things.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa dwedwipe.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business
Pause the
only.
video, folks, so we can just skip the travel. Alright, here we go. We're just about to arrive at Bugtown. One thing I'm a bit disappointed that SWTOR did not invest in. And it is a small, tiny pet peeve I have over this game. There is no day and night cycle.
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
Like, some people will be like, wow, that is a very petty thing to complain about. But like, I would really would have liked a day and night cycle in the game. Like, I have praised Star Wars The Old Republic a fair bit. I've always, like, I even pitched it as a game that it's an MMO that you can play that is essentially like a single player. And I have a few friends who actually started playing Star Wars The Old Republic because I recommended it, and they still play it. I have a friend who spends now several weekends now just completely trying to figure out their new main character. Like trying to figure out their main character, like experimenting with the other classes.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
So like, yeah, like, and I have friends like who really do enjoy the fact that, like, hey, occasionally I may be able to team up with you for a flashpoint or whatever, but then when I want to, I can just enjoy my private story. And it's the same way as I've been doing these let's play series. But it just bothers me that there's no day and night cycle.
Ty's gone to meet his citizens committee, coming to witness their new president's inauguration. Hooray for the resistance. Darth Lacris got the last laugh. Meet our noble president.
Lonely. Gone. All. Who? No more. No more.
Don't be afraid. I'm a Jedi Master. You're safe with us.
Stars. All round. Blind. No, too many.
Imperial torture shattered him. He can't hand over power. Lacris knew. No. The Empire can't win. We must fix this.
I know a technique that helps people driven mad by darkness.
Then try it.
No. Can't be. Can't be. Go away.
Feared this. He's broken, not corrupted. Corporations donated medical technology. There's a spinal implant, hacks into the brain and muscle functions. He'd speak properly, sign his name. Experimental tech, though. Wouldn't last long, and it might kill him. But Ty will be in power, and I doubt the president would want to live like this.
I don't want Ty to become president because of a trick.
If Balmorans see President Galtha like this, after all we've suffered, they'll crack. Ty's presidency will fail. The end.
If Balmora wants a great future, it must acknowledge its past.
If you're wrong, we lose everything. I hope you can handle that.
We heard about Darth Lacris. Citizens are already rising up in Sobrik. The occupation is ending. Sir, it's marvelous to see you again. My exile was too long.
Empty. All. Now. Go. Gone.
Sir, it's Ty, your trade secretary. What's wrong with him?
His time as Darth Lacris's prisoner has left him little more than a shell.
No, this can't be. He's our leader.
Imperial atrocities. This is why we must never stop fighting against the Empire.
President Galtha is incapacitated. As senior official, Ty, you inherit his office.
I didn't want it to happen like this.
Ty Corden, we as fellow citizens of Balmora bear witness to your ascension to the office of president.
I pledge to carry out my duties with honesty, integrity, and compassion for Balmora.
This will be a difficult time. Set an example for your people. Guide them well.
As my first act, I've drafted a formal request for Balmora to join the Republic.
Is there anything you'd like to say on this historic occasion, Master Jedi?
Remember, as Master Dorak once wrote, the wisest gardener respects the audacity of a stone.
Thank you. I'm sure we all feel enriched by that. I have a few points of business to finish aboard your ship before I leave, Jedi. There's a matter we three need to discuss in private. Zenith, perhaps you should join us there.
Okay. Now we need to just speak to the commander. If we liberated the planet and have taken back Sobrik, the Republic really should have made us so that we don't come back to here. They should have had us go to Sobrik as a narrative. No, actually, no, yeah, because there's other players. Yeah, there's very limited space. The only way that would have worked is if they made the entirety of Sobrik a private zone, which would not have worked if we had like two quest lines going on there. Yeah, never mind.
The Imperials still have stockpiles here. We need 2 squads up on the Goran Plateau. You're back. We're in the middle of final troop deployment. The Empire's lost, but they're attacking on their way out. I don't think you realize what you've done. If we had the barrager, the Imperials wouldn't have fired another shot.
I never lied about my intentions, Commander. You did.
I wanted to give the Republic the best shot I could at defeating the Empire. Were you there when the Empire attacked Coruscant? They came out of nowhere, and we couldn't do anything about it. The Empire invaded Balmorra. I promised myself that it would end here. Can you blame me?
Dr. Karsiri risked his life for Balmorra, not the Republic.
For a scientist, he's got guts. Maybe he can help, if he ever forgives me. I'm glad it was you making the call and not me. When you spend your life fighting, it's easy to forget why. You secured the barrager, stormed the Gorinth Brig, freed Sobrik. The Republic is completely in your debt.
The Empire has to learn that independent worlds aren't theirs to take.
Balmorra's been an effective lesson. If war breaks out, the Republic will be ready. There's a lot of work ahead, but Balmorra's free. That's what's important. Good luck to you.
Okay, and with that, all that's up now for us is to head to our ship, which we have a fast travel net to do it. See, now this is one of the reasons why I skipped over. We're about an hour into this video, and it's one of the reasons why I was very focused, I want to say, on making sure that if I have any, like, if I'm going to use spears from now on and whatnot, I'm going to try and pause the video just to trim a little bit of the fat, you know, to use a lack of better term.
A remarkable achievement. Balmorra couldn't ask for a better leader. Here, Jedi, I'll authorize Ty's request for Republic membership.
Hey, Ty, you'd better get started on an heir. Presidents have heirs, right?
You know, Nadia, I'm really going to miss you.
Ty, Jedi got his reward. Balmorra and the Republic. Mine? A seat in the new government, please.
It's the least you owe him.
I'm sorry, Zenith. You've proved your loyalty, but I won't have you in my government. To truly free Balmorra, we must purge the ideas the Empire forced on us. You've learned too much from them.
His dedication to your cause merits a reward.
He's still an ally. He's not going away empty-handed. I can compromise. I need a liaison between Balmorra and the Rift Alliance, and a berth here just opened up. You'll have political pull and input on my decisions, just not on Balmorra. Is that acceptable?
Jedi keeps a long view, makes tough choices. Might work.
I'm sure your skills and experience will continue to serve us well.
Sure, since Jedi attract fighting.
I've ordered thousands of new battle droids for the Republic. I'll stay in touch over Holo. Balmorra is waiting. I, and my planet, will never forget what you both did. Thank you.
My apologies, everyone. Could you excuse us for a moment?
Jedi, I found something under our communications array. Look.
I don't recognize that. Did Theron install it?
The Republic database says it's an Imperial monitoring device. Only someone on board would know where to plant it, right?
The Empire knows a communications array when it sees one.
Maybe, but I thought you should know. It deactivated itself when I picked it up, so it's safe now.
That isn't our only concern. I'd better keep this brief. What do you know of a world called Quesh?
Are you hiding something from the other diplomats?
Not exactly. Quesh is a contested planet, simply overflowing with valuable chemicals. So the Rift Alliance built a research facility there, at a station. The station has developed amazing healing technology, some new weapons too. But they've dropped out of contact, and Imperial troops were sighted nearby. The others didn't want you to know.
I hoped I'd proven myself by helping Balmora.
Unfortunately, their we've been neglected attitude is hard to shake off. Attis Station houses the Rift Alliance's finest minds, and the technology and weapons they've developed mustn't fall into Imperial hands.
What was the situation before Attis Station went silent?
They sent a routine update, then we heard Imperial soldiers were in the area. Nothing more.
We'll find out when we arrive, won't we, Jedi?
We? Young lady, you are not setting foot on Quesh. It's far too dangerous.
But Father, Attis Station was built with our world's technology. If someone's using the defenses, I can get inside.
The faster I get in, the sooner I can protect the scientists there.
See, Father? We stand the best chance of saving everyone if I help.
As you wish, Nadia. Apparently responsibility is a lesson you don't need.
Then it's settled. Once you're on Quesh's surface, I'll catch up with you. If our station's even scratched, I'll teach those Imperials a lesson.
Alright then, folks. Next up is the very brief planet of Quesh. It is a shared world between Republic and Empire, and I'm pretty sure both sides actually go to it roughly the same time. It is actually one of the few worlds that is not really broken up into obvious zones, because pretty much everything fits on the one map. It's quite short. Now, there is technically a planetary quest line, if I recall correctly, but again, everything is done very quickly on the planet. So because of that, we are going to delay just a little bit. We're first going to just do the cutscenes with my companions, and then we will move on.
We've made some progress on the Vandrake generator. The initial equations have been difficult, but with Holiday's help, I'm almost ready to progress. I've just hit one small obstacle, and I'm sure you and I can handle that.
If I can do something to make your generator a success, just ask.
I find myself in need of inspiration. On Nar Shaddaa, a particular spiced wine was a marvelous tonic. A friend has offered to send me a case, if I get him an audience with the Jedi Council.
Why does he want to speak to the Council?
He's searching for new trade routes, I believe. Now, I have a message for the Council ready for your signature. What do you say?
The Council won't mind, I'm sure.
Excellent. I'll send word to him at once. My case of wine should arrive forthwith, and all shall be well. Thank you.
So I was cutscene, my dice have to unrolling one of my card mats. So I'm just gonna re-roll it up.
Talk about whatever you wish, Quaizen. Let's take your mind off it. Explain this rite of passage a little more. What has changed, do you think? Such medicine would certainly induce a molt, along with vomiting, fever, and burning pain in the sinuses. Don't use too much of the herb, and eat a good meal as soon as you can.
Alright, and I believe that is it. I don't know where our new companion likes to hang out yet. Nope, didn't say no. He must be in here with the other diplomats. No? That's strange. Alright, well, this is it for this video. It's gone on long enough. And I only want to get them out of the way so that way when we do the quest stuff, it will be a lot shorter. I am the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky.